Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. 8 days ago, we were met with chaos, fear, confusion, and all of our lives have been changed. I haven't ran into a person in Lake County who doesn't know somebody who's lost a home, and most people know several people who have lost homes. We're at the point now where it's time to start the recovery process. We've been working hard to get a sense of normalcy returned, and for some, there will never be a normal, but for others, we're able to rebuild, get back to our homes, and with thousands of people being displaced, today was a very momentous moment. We were able to open up the Highway 29, and allow thousands of residents to return home to Hidden Valley Lake, Middletown, Murphy Springs, Lower Lake, and several other areas. For some, it's going to be a lot longer. It's going to be several days, many days, perhaps weeks before people are allowed to return home in some of these areas. There are still hazard trees. There's road debris, problems with hazardous materials in homes on Cobb Mountain, and it's going to be quite a long effort. This is not a problem that we're going to get over in a week or any short length of time. So I ask that you please, if you're impacted by the fire, please bear with us and understand that we're working as fast as we can to get you home as safely as possible. I'd also ask that those of you in the community, if you're able to offer any kind of assistance, whether it's a shoulder to cry on, or if it's a home in your room, if you can reach out and help people that have been displaced, that's what we need in this time for our community. With the repopulation, there comes a lot of issues with traffic and congestion. We're returning to normal. In addition to the normal traffic that we have here in Lake County, as the CAL FIRE chief said, we have thousands of firefighter crews working in the area. We also have well over 1,000 utility workers between AT&T, the various gas companies, PG&E, the cable companies, and others, private contractors traveling our roads. So I encourage you to drive safely, slow down, and make sure we don't hurt anybody that's out here trying to help us get things back to normal. We are continuing our patrols of the evacuated areas, and I have deputies that take it very personally when people loot their communities, when people prey on their friends and their families, and they're very ambitious in their patrols in trying to catch these looters. I've said before, and I'll say it again, I'll keep doing it. I'm going to publicize very detailed information about people that are caught looting. And I hope the message gets out that if we catch you, you're not going to be welcome in very many places in Lake County. I've also been asked to deliver a message from the public health officer. She was not able to make it down, and she got tasked with some other important work in Lakeport. And the message from the public health officer is there's going to be several things that come about as this progresses. She would like a reminder to go out to remain hydrated. There's plenty of available bottled water to drink. Be mindful that some of the water systems up here have been compromised and damaged during the fires, and in a lot of cases that water may not be safe to drink, but you should have no problem finding plenty of available bottled water throughout the area at various distribution points, at the local assistance center here, and at the churches. Be aware that when you return to your homes, you might encounter household hazardous waste. That includes paint, cleaning chemicals, things in the garage, household cleaners. You might encounter hot ashes, nails sticking up from debris. So we want people to be very careful. If you have children or pets, be very mindful when you're walking around these areas that they are dangerous. You will see signs posted around the area just as gentle reminders to people that this is not as safe as it was. There are still many areas that are dangerous, and we don't want anybody to get injured. We don't want people to make it through the fire unscathed and then come back and get injured. The burned debris contains a lot of hazardous chemicals. There's asbestos that can be airborne if it's disturbed. There are heavy metals, and if you're going to wander about the areas or look through the areas and try to sift through and try to find some of your valuables, be sure that you're properly dressed. There's personal protective equipment available, including dust masks available at the distribution points, rubber gloves, and make sure we wear shoes and protect ourselves while we're doing that. There are many hazard trees that have been identified in the area. And these are trees that have been damaged by the fires and that have the potential of falling down without any notice. Be mindful of those. There are many tree removal crews working hard in the area, but again, we're back in a dangerous area, so be mindful that if there are trees that have been burnt and damaged by the fire, those pose possible risks. The public health officer reports that air quality, despite the fires, is in the good range. One of the things Lake County can be proud of is that we have the cleanest air in the country. We had for the last couple of years. Even with these fires going on, as of today, and that could change at any time, but the air quality is still in the good range. As a reminder, I just want to close by saying, please be careful. Please be careful and cautious. There's no need to rush around and cause any more injuries. And welcome home to those of you that are able to come home, and those of you that are still displaced. We're working to get you home as soon as we can. Thank you.